Today we will be discussing our travel agency company called Destination Discovery. About our team. Destination Discovery has been around for 2 years. Our agency focuses on bringing joy to those who love to travel and within your budget of what you would like to spend. We utilize Pinterest as well as other apps to show off the destinations we have sent our users on. In order to use Pinterest with our photos, you can go to our account and pin the photos that you like or you want to travel to on your own board and create a travel itinerary or a travel dream board. Now, how is Destination Discovery used? You can visit our website at www.destinationdiscovery.com. On the website, you will then be connected with one of our online agents to plan an amazing vacation. Our agents are very patient and willing to work within your budget. Our photos can be found on our website and on our social media. Our social media is also listed on our website, but you can find us at just Destination Discovery. And on there, you can find photos and videos of places that people have traveled to using Destination Discovery. Now to talk about our users and subscribers. Our users are mainly couples and larger groups of older adults that want some help in planning their travel vacation. We currently have over 100,000 subscribers across our social media sites, which includes Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and all of the others. And we are always looking to expand on our follower count and also the people who use our travel agency.
So why do we use Pinterest? Because it is a user-friendly site that focuses on the ability to search using both pictures and words. And users are able to expand all of their ideas for travel in one place using their pin and board method. Our followers can expect to see curated boards on our Pinterest page, full of travel ideas organized in a professional way. All of these pins can then be saved to their own boards for easy access and traceability. Why should you choose to follow us on Pinterest? Because this platform prioritizes creativity above all else. We are able to create all of our own interactive pins that can be searched using not only words, but also pictures, making this the ideal platform for finding the best travel destinations all over the world. Let's switch gears a little bit. Pinterest is a company above all else, and they do need to make a profit. They do this by allowing people and brands to make paid business accounts. These users pay for their content to be pushed to other free users' main pages and allows these users to buy their products and interact with their site right from the pins themselves. Pinterest was an early adopter of AI, and they use this new technology to their and their users' advantage. By using AI, they can ensure that users are getting ads that they are more likely to interact with. Because people's feeds are so curated, AI can easily push ads that go along with their algorithm.
A multitude of companies utilize the platform Pinterest as a way to creatively incorporate their ads to entice users to purchase their products. These companies range from clothing brands to beauty companies and furniture stores. But it seems that more of these companies are aiming to appeal to the latest generation of adults, known as Gen Z, because they are the demographic that uses the platform most frequently and are willing to buy items off of the platform directly, according to Pinterest. There is some competition with other social media platforms, such as Instagram and TikTok, which are both widely used by Gen Z, according to Pew Research Center. However, Pinterest states on their business webpage that nearly 42% of its users worldwide are part of Gen Z, and they utilize parts of the platform like saving items to their personal boards more frequently than other age groups, making it more beneficial for companies to utilize Pinterest over other social media platforms. One example of a successful business venture that a company had when working with Pinterest is with the clothing brand PacSun. PacSun is widely popular amongst Gen Z consumers, so Pinterest remarks that having the companies work together benefited the clothing brand even further. PacSun worked with Pinterest Performance Plus, which is described as AI features that improve the efficiency of brand advertisements. This was described further as strategizing how the advertisements would appear on Pinterest feeds for users and prioritizing certain items from the brand, showcasing them to users that were statistically believed to be more likely to purchase them. This performance was also done during winter holidays where companies expected more consumption from their users. Pinterest then proved that their ads correlated to more success for PacSun on their website, citing a 3.5 times increase in PacSun consumers after their advertisements were shown on users' Pinterest feeds. One example of a successful business venture that a company had when working with Pinterest is with the clothing brand PacSun. PacSun is widely popular amongst Gen Z consumers, so Pinterest remarks that having the companies work together benefited the clothing brand even further. PacSun worked with Pinterest Performance Plus, which is described as AI features that improve the efficiency of brand advertisements. This was described further as strategizing how the advertisements would appear on Pinterest feeds for users and prioritizing certain items from the brand, showcasing them to users that were statistically believed to be more likely to purchase them. This performance was also done during winter holidays where companies expected more consumption from their users. Pinterest then proved that their ads correlated to more success for PacSun on their website, citing a 3.5 times increase in PacSun consumers after their advertisements were shown on users' Pinterest feeds. Another example of a brand that worked on advertisements with Pinterest is the Swedish furniture brand IKEA. IKEA established a personal style quiz in the form of an advertisement on Pinterest. The short quiz asked users to pick their favorite travel destinations in order to see which IKEA furniture and decor purchases they could make to replicate the feelings of being in their favorite place, but having it in their own homes. Those items were creatively displayed on a personalized Pinterest board, further enticing users, as Pinterest itself was already a platform meant to provide users with inspiration for decorating, but now made it easier with direct links to the items that they would like to purchase. There were no specific statistics showcasing how this played out for Pinterest users, but it made a good argument for companies interested in working alongside Pinterest and sharing their advertisements.
Compared to other major social media platforms, Pinterest has had few controversies that have crossed over into public awareness. However, its biggest controversy was back in 2021 when a gender discrimination lawsuit was filed by former Pinterest employees. Françoise Bruffer, who is chief operating officer at the company, argued that she made less in comparison to her male counterparts and faced gender bias within leadership. Around the same time, two Pinterest employees, Ifioma Azoma and Erica Banks, were experiencing discrimination and harassment as two Black women working at the company, and they joined Bruffer's lawsuit after Pinterest posted a statement in support of the Black Lives Matter movement, which completely contradicted their own experiences. This lawsuit is important to think about in how Pinterest presents itself as a community. Pinterest defines itself as a positive platform to find inspiration. 70% of Pinterest users are women, and the way the company treats its women employees contradict this message, as well as their statements to include a diverse environment. Ultimately, Pinterest ended up hiring an outside firm to investigate its workplace culture. They ended up paying $22.5 million to settle the lawsuit and follow reforms, like providing diversity reports to shareholders, releasing former employees from their NDAs, and taking responsibility to add diversity and equality initiatives at the company. Companies can take inspiration from changes made at Pinterest to implement in their own organization so that the issues that occurred at Pinterest can be prevented from occurring. In 2025, Pinterest faced backlash from its users due to a large number of accounts being banned without explanation and many users losing pins and boards. Users had noted the issue amongst each other and reached out to Pinterest through email and other social media accounts for an explanation. But Pinterest did not immediately respond to the concerns, causing further frustration with users. Pinterest finally released a statement acknowledging the concerns of its users, but stated the platform looked out for content that violated its guidelines and users could send a message if they felt their account had been deactivated in error. Pinterest released another statement almost 2 weeks later,
stating that while they aimed for the content on the site to follow guidelines, an internal error had led to the guidelines being too enforced. The company apologized again and stated many accounts have been reactivated and that they would make an effort to respond quicker to issues in the future. The user base has continued to express frustration at the situation, with bans still occurring despite Pinterest statements. Users are considering other platforms or alternatives to avoid losing content. A lesson that emerged from this controversy is the importance of communication. Pinterest's lack of response to its users' concerns created additional frustration. Organizations should keep track of user sentiment both through direct messages on their social media accounts and email, in addition to monitoring social media for user sentiment. This could allow them to respond to issues faster and help alleviate distress caused by various issues.
Pinterest is a strong platform for visuals and inspiration, but there are clear cases where it isn't the best fit. The first situation is with time-sensitive or urgent promotions. Pinterest users aren't usually on the app to make quick decisions. They log in to browse, collect ideas, and plan ahead. So if an organization posts flash sales, limited time offers, or breaking news, those posts often get lost in the feed or simply saved for later. The slower, planning-oriented culture of Pinterest does not align well with industries that need immediate action. The second situation is with very niche or highly specialized markets. Pinterest thrives on broad, relatable categories, so things like recipes, fashion, makeup, home decor, or even travel ideas. But for businesses offering extremely specific products or services, the audience may be too general to generate meaningful engagement. People come to Pinterest for inspiration they can easily picture themselves using or doing. So if the product feels too narrow or abstract, it won't gain much traction. So while Pinterest is a great platform for sparking creativity and reaching a wide audience, it's certainly not ideal for urgent campaigns or highly specialized industries. And knowing where it falls short can help organizations decide if it's the right tool for their goals.
I would recommend that Destination Discovery use Pinterest to bring joy to those who travel and show off destinations. This would be under certain conditions. It would be used so people could plan vacations and lead them to our website. It would not be used for the actual booking. Pinterest would be the vehicle to get the clients to our website and book a trip. By having different boards for specific destinations, this would get clients to look at the trip packages we have to offer, and in turn, they would click on the link that leads them to our website where they can see the packages we offer. Finley Bajak states that since Pinterest is created on the principle that it is a site for collecting things that people want or aspire to get, the goal is to provide inspiring imagery that motivates pinners to find out more. Travel consultants are finding success using Pinterest to motivate leads to come to their websites, where they will find a unique call to action. This platform would be used to get business for our bookings. The types of organizations that should use it are the ones who are trying to drum up business. These are the organizations which will post curated boards and pictures on Pinterest and get clients to like what they see. Then the clients will click a link and this will lead them to more information about booking with a specific service, whether that be beauty salons, travel agencies, event planners, etc. Pinterest is selling inspiration, and a lot of clients go on there to be inspired for whatever they are planning. The types of organizations that should not use Pinterest are ones that are strictly selling goods, such as brick and mortar stores, big box stores, and e-commerce. There are successful marketing examples of these kinds of stores using Pinterest, such as PacSun and IKEA, as mentioned before, but it is less likely to be as successful as a business trying to get clients to notice them for their services. Since there is no instant action on Pinterest, it is mostly just for planning. People are not going on there immediately wanting to buy something. In conclusion, for our travel agency, Destination Discovery, Pinterest is a great social media tool to add to our social media strategy.